In the spirit of reconciliation, Grab the Trace acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea and community. We pay our respects to their elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples.
Welcome to the Grab the Trace podcast, a home design show to help you deliver your next project to its full potential. We're your hosts, Mikaela and Lachlan, and if you're looking for some tips and secrets for your next project, be it building a new home, renovating, or even just picking what window furnishings would best suit your space, we've got you covered. Whilst we'll try to help as much as possible, this podcast is of a general nature and won't be able to take into account your individual circumstance. If you need personalised advice, you should engage a relevant professional consultant to help make the best decisions for your situation. This week, we'll take you through bedrooms. So stick around, pull up your plans, and let's grab the trace. Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. Today we shift our focus to bedrooms. Be that master bedrooms, guest bedrooms, or any other type of bedrooms. Much like our last episode, we'll take you through what they should look like, what decisions need to be made, and what you can do to maximise that space.
Hey Mikaela, how are you going this week?
Good, Lachlan. How are you?
I am absolutely over the moon because, get ready everyone, I finished renovating.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible. Well done.
We've finished.
Huge congratulations.
It's not perfect, but it's done.
Oh my gosh.
And
it's the best feeling, I bet.
We drew a line in the sand. We did it over the long weekend. We drew a line in the sand and we said that anything we don't get done now is a part of what we're calling phase 2. Because the property is going to be used as a rental property. So in between tenants or...
Maybe that should be my next inspiration, Graham. You can stay at Lachlan's renovation.
Please don't. Yeah. Your next inspiration, Graham. Oh my goodness. We should do each other's houses.
Absolutely not. I'm going to be, destroyed.
I think actually we did mention it and it'll probably be up by the time that this episode is, but I've probably even put on our Instagram a little bit of a before and after, especially with the plans and some photos.
Plans are a good one. I love a before and after for an updated plan.
Yeah, you can see how much we really squeezed into this box.
It's amazing.
Beautiful house, even more beautiful now. 140 years old.
Oh, it's
hopefully
stunning.
Another 140 from here on.
Yeah, blew me away. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, oh my God, we were just twins then for a second. We both said well at the same time. Would you like me to go first with our inspiration, Graham, this week?
Oh, yes, please, Lachlan. Take it away. Who have you got this week?
On the trend of finding something a little bit extra, a little bit nice in our inspiration Graham hunt, I found a few months ago an image on Instagram that I just fell in love with this beautiful picture window in this house where there's a mullion, say, at hip height. So the window is divided into two, an upper and a lower window. The lower window is an obscured glass. And you're asking, Lachlan, why is that special? Because it's fluted obscured glass. It's stunning.
The best of both worlds.
And then to really lift the window, the upper half of that window, it follows the ceiling on a rake. Also, in the photos, there's a beautiful looking poodle as well. I'm absolutely obsessed with my little poodles. This window is unreal.
That is
stunning. It is the key feature of this house in that it curates the view building around this tree house idea where you look out this window, all you can see is the branches of this tree. It's beautiful. This whole project from start to finish, there's curved sections of brick underneath, like it kind of scallops in.
Is that the window actually popping out?
Yeah, it is. So the window sits out, provides a bit of an awning over the top of this. There's
I haven't seen that detail done.
It's pretty good.
A lot?
The other thing, so this is just designed as a home for one. So I'll put the floor plan up, but it's like a little...
The most luxurious one bedroom.
It's a one bedroom studio almost the way it's been designed. I'll just show Mikaela a photo. It's like a big bench that kind of wraps around the entire perimeter of the room. So there's workspace, there's the kitchen, the ceiling meets in the middle. It's beautiful. And even the bathroom, skylight in the bathroom, beautiful complementary tile to the timber features in there.
Mm-hmm. Just lets it shine.
I'll quickly try and show Mikaela the floor plan, but It's so compact and modest, and because it's a small build area, the dollar per square metre can raise up. I'm obsessed with this. Oh,
Where did you find this?
I think I was just scrolling through the gram and I just saw a photo of that window, and I think it was because some architectural publication had referenced it.
Beautiful.
It is called the Woollahra Treehouse. The designers are Bones Studio. We will tag them. Have a look at some of their other work as well. It's beautiful. It's a small practice. I think they've got just over 1,000 followers on Instagram. Stunning. One to watch for sure. Mikaela, what have we got in the bag of tricks from you?
All right, I'm glad I pulled out a goodie for this week because that's a tough one to follow. So, I have an incredible project from Luigi Rossoli Architects, but the interior designers are Studio Alwell, and I've had this one in the bank for a while. Like, I have...
Been saving it for a rainy day.
I have, and it's the Master Ensuite. This is like the pride and joy. It is beautiful. I have a million photos, so I'm just going to upload like all of them because every single space deserves a bit of a moment. But in particular, this showcases back to our building blocks materials, or building blocks episode, sorry. It keeps coming back to our skirting boards, and I keep going on and on and on about how impactful beautiful skirting boards are. This project has them, perfection. Perfection. So tall, so high, intricate, but instead of just painted, they're actually solid timber.
No, really?
And they are...
Is that like a real nice, dark, smoky looking timber as well?
And then wait until you see, there's like these beautiful columns.
No.
Yes, I know. There's these beautiful like columns in the living space, but they've wrapped those skirtings around the columns and the posts. Then the solid timber doors, they've got these beautiful architraves, they've got herringbone timber floors, all in this same toned timber. It is... it's stunning. And then just to top it off, on this beautiful stairwell, they have solid timber panel work with this herringbone floor. Then they've got this sculptural curved stair in like a plaster finish. Then you go into the powder room and they've gone wow with the powder room and they've used a beautiful stone. They've got the Yocado tapware from Broadware throughout in this like bronze. They've got amazing lighting throughout. They've got steel frame doors with fluted glass inserts.
It's a bit of a fluted week over here at Grab the Trace.
And if all of this wasn't enough, you come up.
Is there more?
You come up into the Master Ensuite and they have this freestanding bath situated in this marble plinth inlay.
Whoa.
Then behind it, they have this beautiful solid timber glass external door with an arched transom, all in timber. It's spectacular. And I don't know, maybe for the people out there, if they're interested, this is actually, you know, Camilla and Mark, the fashion label?
Yes.
The famous Australian, you know.
Of course.
You know, all the bougie t-shirts with like C and M written on it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's Camilla and Mark. Anyway, they're brother and sister. This Camilla, this is the owner of this house.
Oh, okay. So it aligns with their kind of vibe.
So you can imagine like a boutique fashion designer. This is the house that she lives in, and well, her and her family. And it's so nice. It is absolutely stunning. I'm like flicking through. I'll even include it. I keep focusing on like the kitchen, the living, the Master Ensuite, but even their like kids, it looks like their kids kind of guest ensuites. They have a bright pink bathroom. And if Lachlan knows me, I'm the queen of beige. I love
Queen Bee, they call her.
Queen Bee. I love beige. I love a lack of colour. I'm not into colour, to be frank. I'm obsessed with this pink bathroom. I'm
not
here
into
for it.
colour, but I'm into this.
They've got pink tiles, pink cabinetry. It is a fully pinked out room.
But
and I'm here for it.
Beautiful. I think it's the different tones and the hues, and rather than just being a flat pink throughout.
And then just to top it off, my last projects throughout the weeks, and I've been talking about skylights and then these built-in baths with how to do that detail. There's this photo of one of the guest ensuites. They've gone the pink bathroom. This is the blue bathroom. They've got a built-in hob-style bath with a stone top and facade with an oval skylight above. It's literally everything we've been frothing over for the past 5 weeks.
The oval skylight is becoming a bit of a theme in some of our inspiration grams, guys.
We're not even doing it on purpose.
It might actually be move over round skylights, move over rectangular skylights.
Oval.
Bold prediction, and keep me accountable to this. Not this year's block, but next year's block, oval skylights will feature.
And maybe I'm totally late on it as well, but you know how everyone went through like the old rectangular dining table was like the Stocko standard, and then everyone went obsessed with like round dining tables?
Yep, King Arthur style.
Mate, it's oval dining tables.
I don't want to, put myself and Caitlin ahead of the curve here, but we've actually got those kind of older style. I can't remember the brand, but it's like a pretty famous Australian brand of table where it's a circular table, but then it's got the lift out inlet leaf, so you can turn it into an oval table. Best of both worlds.
Stop.
Hedge your bets. Don't commit to one style. Sit on the fence and do both, and then pretend that the other one never existed.
I was always on this bandwagon. No,
Yeah.
ovals. Ovals are it, guys. Arches and ovals. Can we
I think so. Yeah. You know what? Bold stance of the podcast. That can be a recurring segment.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. Curves, ovals, arches.
When we eventually do like a little grab the trace project, watch out. Those curves are coming.
They are.
Curvy
100%.
season's coming, everyone.
Curvy season.
Curvy season's coming. Watch out.
Oh, well, sorry, just to wrap up that dragged on. I'm so sorry, guys. But to wrap up my inspiration gram, that is Alwell Architects, and this is the Pepper Tree House. So I'll upload all the photos. There's a million, so bear with me. Honestly, every single space deserves an award in itself. It is absolutely beautiful. So thank you. Give it some like on the Instagram.
Give it some love, everyone.
Enjoy. Go check out. They have so many other projects that are worth mentioning. So I'm sure we'll be back.
If you like the projects we're picking, or you like elements of the projects we're picking, go have a look at the work of the designers.
Yeah.
Behind it, because
and we tag everyone. It's all there.
Yeah,
so.
Usually these are things, especially when it's maybe their first project where they've started with something, and those ideas only get more refined as you go down the track, because either they're finding more efficient ways to get it to work, how you can make more of an impact, or in most cases, maybe we just got to pull it back a touch.
Or even in my experience, even with our own clients, and when we try new ideas and we try and, go out on a limb or do something different, I find the next client, they go, oh my God, I saw your project.
Yes.
That's incredible. I love that. Or they're going to those particular designers and architects for that style. They've seen it and they love it and they want a version of that. So that's just going to get better and better and better.
Little shout out. One of the guys in our office, Tony, I've had probably the last 6 projects I've started. The clients for those projects say, oh my goodness, I'm absolutely in love with X project. Without a fail, it's the same project by Tony every time.
I know which one.
He just hit the nail on the absolute head with it.
Yeah, it's stunning.
That's it. And then you have those ideas. He then takes them through to having a built form, and then we all benefit from it.
Yep.
So shout out to Tony. Yeah. The epitome of what we're talking about there, with a design evolving and getting
Progressing,
better and better.
100%.
Yeah. Growing up. House hack time.
Yeah. What's your house hack for this week, Lachlan?
A lot of my house hacks have been more for those of you out there who are doing a project home. I want to maybe steer towards those who are maybe going through an architect in terms of getting their home design, or going through a building designer or a drafty, and you're not working with something standard, you're going for something more bespoke. My kind of tip or word of advice is, if you have a builder that you want to use, bring them on earlier in the project. I know this may sound a little bit out there, but if you bring them on as a paid consultant rather than hitting up a builder and saying, oh, here's my set of plans, can I get a quote for this? The amount of time and money that goes into tendering a project would blow your mind, because they're not going to go into it half-baked and then kind of have to the whole way through the project be like, oh, I didn't allow for that, oh, I forgot this, I didn't know that was the case, or I didn't receive this drawing. Where if you bring them on almost as a consultant, you can benefit from their knowledge. They'll help probably even steer you towards, maybe if you're going a little bit too far out of your budget, they can kind of help guide you in. They can offer solutions and suggestions like you would if you had a designer. Like, it builds your team out. And then because they're a paid consultant, they're not just going to give you a square meter rate per se. When they're doing
they have an investment.
Yeah, they're invested in it. They know that their time is worth something because you're willing to put in that effort.
And I think the same goes for every consultant.
Everything.
And builders in particular, when it does come to tendering, I do find, and again, maybe that's just a lot of people don't go through this process every day. It's kind of like a once in a lifetime opportunity per se. When people come up to builders and they try and engage them to get a quote, the amount of hours that builders actually sacrifice for free.
Yeah.
They're not getting paid to give you a quote. Any hour that they give or that they put towards that, they're actually not getting any investment back on that. So if you've already engaged them, if you're already paying them for their time, they're going to give you more because they're feeling confident with you as a client and vice versa. Like there's just,
they want to go into
there's
fight
trust
for
there.
you.
Yeah.
I guess the other thing is it doesn't just stop at the builders in terms of who's donating this time, because say you go out to a builder and you're like, oh, I'd like you to tender on a project. The builder doesn't know all the information. So they're going to then have to reach out to all their subcontractors. And then those people are doing the exact same thing. They're trying to speculatively win a job by providing a price for something that may never come up.
Yeah, eventuate.
So I think if you can bring them on as a consultant, or you can establish a good relationship, it's only for your benefit. And then I guess also just have an appreciation for the actual cost that goes into it in terms of man hours or lady hours or whatever it is. There's a real cost to the economy when we're doing these kind of activities.
And I think when people not start complaining, or when you actually realize, like, you're like, whoa, how many hours have you already like spent towards that? Exactly. That's the exact point in terms of you're willing for them to do that for free, but then as soon as they charge you for it, then you see the value in it.
Yeah.
It just,
100%.
Something to be mindful of. I always feel bad for builders who I hear, late at night, they're working until 9, 10 o'clock at night, and they're up at 5 a.m. in the morning, and they're, getting all these quotes out that they're not getting paid for, and nothing eventuates. And it's tough out there for
it's an incentive.
Yeah, it is very competitive out there for the small builder.
100%. What have you got for us?
All right, my house hack on bedrooms. I want to do something a bit bedroom related. So again, probably very simple, but something to keep in mind is a 2-way light switch beside your bed. Obviously in your master, you just have to know whether you want a king size bed or a queen size bed, but putting in that double light switch or 2-way light switch, if you've got wall lights or pendants, particularly for your bed, your general lights, there's nothing worse than like getting into bed and then looking at your partner and being like, your turn.
I did it last night.
Shot not. Like, if you've got that 2-way light switch, best of both worlds. You can get your wall light, you can get obviously your GPOs, all of that's kind of concealed, and then you can do your general lights as well.
The amount of tactical pretending I'm asleep I've done in my life, to be honest with you. And it ranges from everything, whether it's taking the dogs to bed or turning off. I have a really bad track record at the moment with turning the fan off with the knob we've got for it. And I just leave it's now one of Caitlin's duties. She's queen of the fan.
Hers.
And if I stuff it up, I won't try and fix it. I'll just go and put the air conditioner on. That's the price to pay. Yeah, the amount of tactical times I've kind of gone to sleep in brackets.
It's such a first world problem though, isn't it? Like
it is. It really is.
Oh my God, to get up and turn the light switch off. But like, if you can design it in, why not?
You know what? And now I'm even realizing we've gone a little bit bougie. We've got the Google controlled light bulbs to try and stop that issue.
That is too much.
And so all we do, and I'm sorry anyone who's playing this through speakers and it wrecks havoc with theirs at home, but all we do is, hey Google, can you turn off the master bedroom light? And we always say please. Because I think it makes a difference, and that solves it out pretty nicely.
Oh wow. Okay, nah. We've got, I don't know, maybe it's just us. And don't get me wrong, I'm supposed to be kind of up and in with it with all the newest technology.
You're meant to be hip with the kids.
Hip with the kids. I'm not, by the way. No, Brock is very anti-Google or what's the Alexa.
Really?
Yeah, no, he doesn't want, the world listening.
I love it like a little gadget. I'm a big gadget guy.
I don't know, it creeps me out a little bit. Maybe I've watched too much, is it Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to say goodnight to the FBI man through your webcam. Good night, buddy.
Yeah, so I'm Or even, have you seen all the ones where like you can get your water obviously all connected, so you like mixer on or shower on? I'm not into that.
Some of the stuff I see on the block is maybe that step too far.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, there's definitely a place for everything. And like if you were, say, disabled or you had, you know, any form of disability, I think that would be amazing if you could.
You got your hands full of kids.
Oh yeah, true. Shower on.
Alcohol. Bottle maker on.
Whoops.
Alcohol.
Cocktail now.
Cocktail now.
Sorry, that is our home hacks. So I think that's kind of it. That's a good wrap up.
Let's get into it.
Let's
You
just
ready?
get into the episode.
Bedrooms. Let's do it.
Bedrooms. So let me put this back onto Lachlan.
Jeez.
Every episode, Lachlan's here taking the reins and then asking me what goes in a bedroom.
The illusion is about to be shattered.
Here we go, architect. So, Lachlan, what's in a bedroom?
Well, Mikaela, in all the research I've done, I've really collated a bunch of really, really good resources on this. I've talked to the right people. I've got my experts in the room.
Oh.
And they're telling me the following things. A bed.
Oh.
Now, you may not know this at home, but beds come in different sizes. You've got your single, your double, your queen, your king, even your super king, also known as a California king in some things, but the dimensions vary.
What about a family bed?
What does a family bed mean?
Family bed, it's two.
Is that like two super kings?
Two super
or something?
kings.
I have seen that.
Yeah, it's for the dogs, the kids, everyone.
I would rate that. I think that would be quite nice. You just need
Could
an
you
absolute
imagine-
thumper of a room.
Thumper of a room. Could you imagine doing the laundry on that? You'd have to have like a 25 kilo washing machine.
Yeah, you would
Yeah,
too.
or if like one.
Yeah, you're right. How do you... I don't know, maybe you have to just...
Is it honestly though just two super kings pushed together?
Yeah,
They would.
it's
So
gotta
you
be.
could have sheets. You wouldn't have to have custom sheets. It's ridiculous.
Little hack for those at home. Oh, you actually put me onto this, is when you're buying a Doona, always get a duvet a size larger than your bed. So that way you get that overhang. But when we bought our latest mattress, we got a king because I was like, that's it. I upgraded. I remember I was still 18 and I had my king single and I was like, that's it. And I went with my mummy and we went and got a double bed and I was like, yep, this is the absolute
At 18,
jam.
stop, you're too cute.
I think I was a little bit older than that as well, actually.
Sure.
But I went and got my double bed. And then when Caitlin and I started going out, Caitlin got... Gee, it might have been like the very first couple of weeks we were going out. Caitlin got a queen bed and I was like, my goodness, this is luxury. All this extra space. Have I been like slumming it in this double bed for so long?
For a year.
And then when we moved into our house, we decided to take the plunge and get a king.
Best
But
decision.
the issue with the king is...
There's no issue.
Oh, it's just the cost of like all the other stuff, like your little bed base and stuff, it all goes up. So
Ensemble.
we went, and this is very first homeowner thing, we went the cheapest we could find. So we went to some like bargain basement place out at Aspley and got a bed frame for $200 for a king with a bed head built into it. It was really good until it wasn't, and the legs started to fall off.
Oh no.
So what we did was we went to Freedom, because every 3 weeks it's either Freedom or Snooze or somewhere's having a sale where you can get, say, a king for the price of a single.
Yeah.
That's you just got to wait for it, guys, because it's worth it. And what we did was we ordered a king size ensemble bed frame. So like the ones you get in a hotel where it's fabric around the sides.
Yep.
But what they'll actually do is, unless you're getting it from a specific place, if you get a king rather than a queen, they drop off 2 king singles to you. Because the main reason I found out is they physically can't fit king bed frames into most apartment buildings. They can't get it up the stairs, can't get it in the lift. So they'll split it up into 2 king singles.
Okay. Well, something a little different as well. Brock and I also have a king.
Stop it.
But we've got 2 king singles because I...
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so I'm a belly sleeper. Stop.
Belly sleeper.
Belly dweller. No, I'm belly dweller. Stomach sleeper. And Brock is a back sleeper.
Yep.
And he likes...
Firmly in that camp.
He likes sleeping on the floor or a rock, and I like a marshmallow cloud. So having 2 individual mattresses was just... It's the only way. I don't even know how we slept on a queen bed for so long, honestly. Almost divided the relationship. But
There's
now...
a tip for you. Yeah, you can get your 2 different sleep numbers going.
Yep. And then with the fitted sheet, you can just put get a king fitted sheet and put a king fitted sheet over
and you'll
the
never
top.
know the difference.
And you won't know. It doesn't, you don't get the hole in the middle or like the crevice in the middle.
Love that.
We don't like that.
So in addition to our beds,
Yeah.
usually you'll have your
Bed
bed
size.
head. I want to go bed head first.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So the bed head can either be a loose bit of furniture, it can
Mhm.
be something that's fixed to your bed frame,
Yes.
or you could potentially build something in. You
You
could
could.
do something on a wall.
Yep. You could do a nib wall.
You could, yes, you could. You could
You
do a
know I
nib wall
love-
with your
you know I love
shelves. You
nib
don't
walls.
say you don't have the space for bedside tables.
Yep.
You could just build those little niches in, like little mini shower niches.
Oh,
Give yourself a little charging
bit
vac,
nice.
a
So
little
you
place
get-
for a light.
so you get a bed head and a bedside table all
It's
in
just
one.
everything, the best. As we're saying, bedside tables, so you might get that as a loose bit of furniture. You might get something that's built into your bed frame.
Mhm.
Or, once again, you could build that in as a bit of
Into the
joinery,
wall?
or you could build it into the wall. Now we're kind of moving more towards maybe a looser items where you might not really build a
Additionals.
dresser in, because we're going to be aiming to have that in our wardrobes.
Yep.
We're going to try that, but never enough
Mhm.
in terms of storage and stuff. So you might have a dresser, you might have like an entertainment unit or something if you've got a TV in the bedroom or something similar.
Ooh,
It's
this
a bit
is
divisive. Courtney at
yeah.
work hates TVs in the bedroom,
Yeah,
but
this is very controversial. What's everyone's thoughts? We might even put a poll up on Instagram. But what's everyone's thoughts on TVs in the bedrooms? Yay
Yeah.
or nay?
I'm a fan. But
course
in
you are.
moderation.
You're a male.
In moderation, though. But yeah, I do enjoy a TV in the bedroom.
Okay. I'm strong against TVs in the bedroom. Not necessary. I do, well, a time and a place. I feel like when you get to, like, if you have your own house and you've got your own spaces, you've got your own living rooms, 100%, I feel like you do not need one. Might be a little bit different if you're like, uni days, you're renting.
Yeah, fair enough.
Teenager, like, yeah, your bedroom is your whole world. That's your whole space, by all means. But as a master bedroom, I feel like it's not necessary. Like, you've got laptops, iPads, phones. Like, do you need any more technology in a bedroom?
It's a good call.
You know?
Listen, we'll let the people decide.
Yeah.
Let the people decide. Seating, built-in seating, or a bit of an occasional chair in a corner of a room.
Oh, yeah.
Bit bougie. Turns it
That's
from a
for
master
me.
bedroom into a master suite
That's
almost
for
at
me.
that stage.
Yep.
Love that.
Desks,
Desks.
study desks. I'm thinking more, this is not just master bedrooms. This is bedrooms in general. So like your window seats that you were talking about as well, or like a beautiful desk for your teenagers or kids. Bookshelves.
Bookshelves, that's huge. Yeah, a
Love
bit of
bookshelf.
storage.
Yep.
We might actually talk about this next week in our wardrobes as well, but little makeup stations or
Yep.
even a kitchenette, you might try and
Yep.
sneak that in.
Again, I love to put that in your wardrobe.
Stuck it away.
I don't know, for me, bedrooms, very, very similar to how I feel about master en-suites. Everything that's like active during the day that you would use during the day, that's my back of house. That
Yeah.
needs to go into your wardrobe or into like just not in the
Just
bedroom.
away.
Just not in the bedroom. And then same thing, it's like it's the toilet of the bathroom. It just needs to be there, it needs to be functional, but it doesn't need to be
I
inside.
follow you.
know?
Yep.
If that makes sense. Like it's your en-suite's your relaxation time, where your bath is, your shower, whatever your way of relaxing is. Bedroom, it's there for sleeping.
Yep. Let's move on to some, I guess, fundamental design things that we want to help steer you towards or away from in our bedrooms. Or do you have something else you want to
I
add?
do.
Yeah, 100%. Go for it.
A fireplace?
Oh my goodness.
Is that
That's maybe that little bit of New South Wales coming out. Yeah.
is that a little bit?
Yeah.
Nah, come on.
Fireplace is nice though.
Oh, Studio McGee.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, I forget who I like obsessed with projects over. Maybe that was a Courtney one.
Studio McGee.
Anyway,
everybody.
she's American. So like
Yep.
all in like
I don't mind a fireplace though.
fireplace
Actually,
and a
you know
master.
what?
So nice.
The Hunting for George guys have got a nice fireplace in their master bedroom with like this beautiful marble hearth.
See?
Oh, shivers, that's good.
I don't. It's just
Okay,
if-
I'm back in.
yeah.
And they've got like a nice fixed mirror above
Yeah.
it. No
Now
TV.
just- yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm not. Maybe
Maybe
I'm leaning
it's
towards
the-
no TV now.
Yeah, see?
I'm
Or
that
maybe
easily
it's the
swayed.
artwork that looks like a,
The
it's
frame.
the frame
Samsung,
TV.
we're waiting for you to contact us.
Yeah.
We just need one
But
TV.
no, I think like for me, a bedroom needs to be a place of relaxation, a place where you walk in and you just go, oh, like just the day
Switch
is
off.
done. It's the switch off. So for me, like 4-poster bed, fireplace,
4-poster.
an occasional chair. Like that to me is ultimate
Bliss.
Yeah. I want to feel like every single time I go to bed, it's the best mattress. I don't need to go to a 5-star hotel to get what I want in a bedroom. That's what your bedroom needs to feel like you're on the most luxurious hotel holiday ever.
To continue on from mattresses, and I'm so sure this is the most basic thing that someone said once and everyone like just repeats it. You spend pretty much a third of your life on it.
Mm-hmm. Choose well.
Choose well. And also,
Invest.
if you don't know what a mattress topper is, get it. Because I didn't know for the first 20-something years of my life, and Caitlin introduced me to it. It is like an extra layer of
Bliss.
plushness. I've even been seeing, I think you were talking to me the other day, people are now putting like duvets over the top as like an extra mattress topper for that little bit of extra like froof.
Oh, maybe this is just an interior stylist thing coming out of me, but like the dual quilts, having 2 quilts within a quilt cover. You're calling it a duvet. I call it a quilt. Sorry.
I don't know. You to put 2 in there.
So like, fitted sheet, flat sheet, and then instead of just like 1 quilt, you put 2 quilts inside, and then it's extra fluffy.
I'm going to go and buy another quilt. I'll wait until summer's over, but that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Extra fluffy.
There you go. Advice for those at home. Let's hit some fundamentals here.
Okay.
I've got a list in front of me of things I want to talk about, but the main one I want to get, just in case you're going to click off the podcast, and Mikaela's already making a face, thoughts on beds under windows.
Oh, you saw the face. Absolutely not. Every window needs to be treated in a bedroom to be block out. So if you're directly underneath that window, regardless of those window treatments, there's going to be a sliver of light.
Yeah.
Or, just to be fair, it's going to look so ugly. Like you can't.
Yeah, because your bed's not going to match the width of the window. If the window's not centered in the room, that's going to annoy you. What we're going to do is we're going to give you some tips in the early stage so that that's not where your bed ends up. We're going to give you minimum sizes you should aim towards.
Okay.
We're going to tell you where you want your door to go. Mm-hmm. And even in the case of your bedroom 2, 3, 4, not your main ones where you're just going to be having a wardrobe with like sliding doors, maybe a way to sneak that door in so that your door's not taking up usable space in your room.
Yep.
To go on a little tangent with that last one, at Ipswich, I had to move one of the doors in the bedrooms because it was in the centre of the room. Oh. So if you open the door, you would hit the bed frame. So we moved it into the corner because
always in the corner.
The previous people who were in there had the bed like tucked right in the corner, and it wasn't a great outcome.
No.
And guess what? It was under 2 windows in that location as well. So doubling down. So door locations.
Yep.
We don't want doors in the centre of bedrooms.
Nope.
We don't want double doors in the centre of bedrooms. We just want one single hinge door into a bedroom.
820 wide.
820 minimum, I would say, just to help you kind of navigate those
we need to get
beds in so we
furniture
don't
in
have
there.
to pivot like Ross. What you can do is, depending how your room is set up, you can reduce the width of a wardrobe. If your room's set up this way, you can reduce the width of a wardrobe to give yourself about 1 metre off where your door opens. Mm-hmm. And then that means that, say, your wardrobe's 600 deep, there's a decent portion of your door that is not taking up any of the usable space of that bedroom.
Yeah.
I love that. It really soothes me when I see that.
It soothes me.
Now, to go on from that, minimum bedroom sizes. So what we'll always try to hit at a minimum, and with all the other spaces, there is give and take in this depending on what you're doing. Say you just want it to look more impressive on paper in terms of the quantity of things. For a quality bedroom that is not compromised necessarily in any way, we want at least 3 meters by 3 meters.
That's
in your mind. That's the design.
Mind.
The design police legal minimum is 3 by 3.
Yeah.
If you've got a master bedroom that is less than 3.2 in any of the dimensions, that's also your minimum in our eyes. You're not physically going to get like arrested or a building approval denied, but that is by the law, the 10 commandments of Grab the Trace. That is one of the commandments.
Yeah.
What is a good bedroom for you?
A good bedroom for me, and again, everyone is different. Everyone has their must-haves, and for me, a pokey bedroom is just not one. In the sense that, again, I think I mentioned in maybe 3 episodes ago, I'm one of 6 kids. So when it came to bedroom space, that's that's like that was my space growing up. That's
your whole world.
That's my whole world. So for me, having a bedroom that I could have my bed, a desk, a dressing table, a space to have like another mattress if a friend came over, like that's important. So even as a kid, a bedroom size is important. Teenager, even more so, because they want to go to the queen size bed and still have a desk and then still be able to have friends over. And then even as an adult, you want to be able to have a king bed. Like at no point in someone's life is a bedroom size not important in my eyes.
Agreed.
So I always like to, as a minimum bedroom that I would be comfortable with, is 3232 for a standard bedroom. That's like kind of the minimum. If it was my forever home, if I was thinking forever home and I wanted this to be for my kids growing up or for guests to stay over, I would go the full hog. I would go 3.5 meters by 3.5 meters is a very nice, comfortable space.
That's going to get you an occasional chair in a corner.
Yeah. And then for a master bedroom, I would go even bigger.
4?
Yeah, I like a 4 by...
Why not 4.2?
That's nice. At least I would go like 4.2 by like 3.8.
Yeah.
Like that, like... It doesn't have to be a square room.
Yes,
I don't mind a rectangular room, but just the width needs to be where the bed head is going and your bedside tables. There's nothing worse than having like a king size bed and then you've got 400 mil either side of your bed to like get in. It's too tight. It doesn't work. Most bedside tables are around 500 wide.
I'm listening to this and I'm agreeing so much because we've actually, with the king bed, the one downside of it is we've only got 350 either side. And I can tell you, there is nothing that you can find online that is 350 mil wide as a bedside table. You have to go
skinny.
Bespoke from there.
Or like side tables instead 100%. Of bedsides.
So give yourself a king bed is about 2 meters by 2 meters. It's pretty much a square bed. What you want is about 1 meter either side because making that bed is going to be a real pain.
Yeah.
Give yourself the space. So you want pretty much in a master bed or where you've got a king bed and you can go a little bit less, but you want pretty much about 4 meters in width.
Yep.
Same thing at the foot of the bed. You want about 1 meter and then you might have some storage or you might have like those little banquette seats with the storage. You might have something nice there. Give yourself a little bit of extra room.
Yep. I always find hallways and bedrooms, never doubt yourself in terms of like, oh, is this too big? It will never feel too big. I love a really, really wide, spacious corridor and hallway. Same thing with a bedroom.
Beautiful.
Just space has a quality all on its own.
Love it. Finishes for our bedrooms.
Yes.
So we'll start with the floors and we'll work our way up.
Okay, let's do it.
I think in a previous, I know in a previous episode you gave us a bit of a talking to about carpet.
Yes.
And that we want our loop pile carpet.
We do.
If the budget can allow.
100% wool loop pile
that's
carpet.
what we want. That's the really nice soft stuff. You're in a bedroom. You want to feel like
cozy.
Nice and cozy.
It's like, I get it. I 100% get it when a lot of our like allergy sufferers out there and they're like, no, timber floors. I can't have carpet. But then they'll put down, and it does my head in, and they say that, and then they put down a really expensive, huge, oversized wool rug.
That is one of the points I'm about to bring up as well.
Which don't get, like, I'm all for, I love timber floors. And then obviously in a bedroom, I'd always opt for, okay, you've got timber floors. Let's put down a beautiful rug. That is definitely the solution. It's just don't choose timber floors for the reason of allergies and then put in a wool rug. Yeah. That kind of defeats the purpose of doing that. You're putting a fibrous material that will collect, pet hair, it will collect dust and debris a lot more than timber floors. The whole point of doing timber floors is that it's super easy to clean and it's low allergen.
Tiles in bedrooms? No.
Absolutely not. We're not on
Not even with underfloor heating, guys. No. With our walls, so we've also mentioned this in the past, we've got paint, paneling, VJ, wallpaper. The next one I have on the list, rug under bed, ?
Yes. I'm all for it because I would, again, but I like carpet. So I would always opt for, you always want to step out of your bed onto something soft.
Yes.
So do you want to say that?
Yeah, I think I had a stroke then.
So yeah, definitely for me, rugs, wool carpet, anything soft underfoot is a go.
Would you do a rug if you've got carpet as your floor, would you still do a rug like we are now? I mean, what a great point. Mikaela's just pointing to the floor and I'm now looking down seeing there's a rug on top of the carpet.
Look, some people are like, absolutely not. Look, I would like to know, I'm an interior designer. I'm not an interior stylist. I'm qualified to give design advice.
And you've got taste.
Well, I think that just comes with the territory. I feel like, yes, I have good taste, but that's...
Oh, I didn't say good taste. I said you had taste.
That's subjective. I'm not a stylist. So again, stylists know a lot more in the sense of what rug and what size and throws and cushions, and that's their expertise.
So we'll leave it to them. We might even get one on the show in the future.
Yeah, 100%.
That would be a good idea, actually.
Yeah, especially like styling properties to sell. Huge.
Oh, that would be good.
Huge.
All right. Someone remind me that. Someone send me a message in like a couple of weeks. Our window furnishings.
This is huge. Yep.
Curtains and blinds.
Yep. Plantation shutters.
Plantation shutters. What we want to do is we want to steer you away from your Venetians.
Absolutely not.
Plantations are the new Venetians if you're going to go down that route.
Yep.
Easier to clean, easier to maintain. With our blinds and our curtains.
Yep.
It's a little bit like the old El Paso ad. Why not both?
100%.
If you've got the depth, if we're building a pelmet, like we've talked about in a previous episode, make that guy twice as wide. Do you do your blinds at the back and then your shears at the front?
Usually I like to like internally face fix or mount those internal blinds like right at the top of the window sill, and then you'll get like full blocker and then curtains over the top.
In terms of layering, we want the blinds behind the curtains.
Yeah, if you don't have a concealed pelmet, that's what I would do.
Agreed. And then I guess the other option is maybe you can jazz it up, maybe you power them up.
Oh, motorised all the way.
Motorised.
Who doesn't want to
Maybe you can talk to your Google Home and get them to
Absolutely
control
not.
it. No, I think that's a really good idea.
No,
it can be linked to your garage door that when you come home at night, you switch it on. Be beautiful. Listen, nothing better than a full height or a large mirror in a bedroom.
Full length mirror. Look, I've done it myself. I like it.
Beautiful. Love it. Now, our lighting in a bedroom, you've also mentioned this in the past as a home hack. If the room is large enough and we're doing a ceiling fan, we want 4 lights in the 4 corners of the room.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Regardless of the size of the room, minimum 4.
Minimum 4.
Yep.
Love that.
Love that. Ceiling fans, they're white. It's mounted up quite high. We have beautiful high ceilings because we've gone that extra. It's all concealed. We have maybe feature pendants or, in my preference, beautiful wall lights.
Yeah, yep.
For our bedsides. What else
I'm just
do
thinking,
we have?
I think that's, from a lighting point of view, you might have a little bit of night lighting, a little bit of sensor lighting. Maybe that's more attributed to your walk-in robe or your ensuite, though.
Yeah. In the bedroom, it just comes down to like PowerPoints. PowerPoints I find are really important. Yeah. So it's like where you've got that corner for the occasional chair, always having PowerPoints down low. I scattered them throughout my home everywhere, and it's just for like simple vacuum cleaner or like a lamp that you want to put there, or it just massively comes in handy.
And
everywhere.
Because we're making those PowerPoints not in your face, they blend, so it doesn't matter that you might have them scattered around the perimeter of the room. You're not really going to notice them.
100%. And then obviously, I'm a big fan. Either side of the bed, the PowerPoints in there to have USB ports.
Yep, that's becoming more popular at the moment as well.
Definitely.
If you are going to have a TV in a bedroom, put your data and a TV, well, maybe not data so much anymore now that everything's Wi-Fi controlled, but at least have an antenna point there. Potentially for future, because you may think that where you've got your bed laid out at the moment you move in is perfect, but later down the line you might want to shift it. So maybe put a TV antenna point on both walls, the one where your bed head's going to cover it anyway, and then one where you would put your TV. So later down the line, you want to flip it all around. You don't need to get an electrician in, but the downside to that is your wall sconce or your pendant lights are going to be where your bedside tables are going anyway. Do you have a guide for how high you want to do your pendant lights in terms of a bedroom?
Oh, I did have this all completely measured for my own. And look, I could run upstairs and measure.
What are you thinking? Like, maybe just below shoulder height, like 1350, something like that? Or is that too low?
I went up a little bit higher just because, unlike you, apparently, I like to read a lot. So I read in bed.
Yeah, reading's for losers, guys. I was looking at pictures.
So I read a lot. So I needed something above that doesn't cast shadow. So I didn't want something too low because that would be a bit awkward to read. Yeah. So I need something quite high. I'd probably go around that eye height. So like 1600 high is nice. And then again, it all depends on what bed you have because our bed's quite high. So depending on if you need a step ladder to go into it. One more like bougie extra. And I don't know, is this going to be too bougie?
There's no such thing.
There's no such thing. Wireless ceiling mount speakers. like Sonos.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like we have them in our outdoor entertainment space, and they're hooked up to, like, they're obviously wireless, but you can hook it up to the TV, hook it up to your phones. So you can technically like have music playing anywhere in the house and it all be linked. You can link all the speakers together.
Oh, I like that.
You can link it to a TV. So if you're like entertaining outside, obviously, and you've got the TV going, all that can go, like if you're watching a big sporting event, obviously all of that
Big sports ball game.
Sports ball game. You can obviously link all that sound and audio through the speakers. If you just want general music playing, like, you know, weekend vibe, have a bit of music playing.
Way to wake up in the morning.
Yeah,
Put a
I always
playlist
like to-
on,
yeah.
have a coffee, read a book or a magazine. I'm probably more likely to read like a magazine, see what goss is happening in the world.
Of course you would. But yeah, I think
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's nice to, again, I always find if you're like getting ready at night, you've got a bit of music playing, I always just play it on my phone, but if you had speakers, you could do that in your bedroom. You could even, now this is extra bougie,
Another level.
you can link your alarm to music and then it plays softly and you can actually time it so, you know, your
Dimmer.
yeah, and the music gets slightly louder and louder and louder with
That's
the alarm.
something good.
Yeah, but then
Dimmers
it's not
in bedroom.
Yeah, and then it's not on your phone, in your ear. It's like, yeah. I already mentioned this. All bedrooms and all living spaces need to have dimmers.
I
Put this
know
in our
it costs
building
money,
blocks.
but it needs to be there because
Worth it.
I mean, with the Hager suite of light switches,
Yeah.
you can double press that bad guy on the wall and it slowly brings it up.
It does. I've got Hager in my own house. Amazing. In terms, our electrician put it onto it. Shout out to Alex. But yeah, he put Hager throughout our house. I absolutely love it. They even come with like a little like blue light ring around the actual switch, and then all the switches like flush, and then you can just double tap it, and then it'll slowly over half an hour period
Bring it all up.
or you can just slightly press it down, and then it would like just dim the lights up. or
Yeah,
down.
that's great.
So yeah, good little hint and tip. All right, so I think that's it for.
I think we're done.
I think we're done for bedrooms. That kind of wraps up.
A nice little short, sharp episode.
Thanks for tuning in and joining us on our bedroom week. Next week, we'll actually walk through wardrobes.
Yeah. We'll have a chat what works, what doesn't work.
What's involved, what do we put in, all those little things we'll go through. If you've got any questions, we can include those. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. Send through any questions again through our Instagram at Grab the Trace. If you can also take some time to rate, review, subscribe and share, that would be immensely helpful. We'd also like to thank Robbie for the music that you're probably listening to right now. And, well, Lachlan, thank you very much for an amazing week again.
You are so very welcome. Thank you everyone for listening. See you next time.
Thanks, guys.